but in terms of attractiveness, she's just mid. I do like her style of clothing though, with the winter coat and stuff. I think she dresses well, but with her overall physique, I think I gotta put her in middle of the choke.
At least she's above Venture, and I can respect that.
Yeah, I'd probably put her below Venture. The next.
Oh, can I dislike a video twice? Holy shit. Every Overwatch hero ranked ugliest to hottest. Honestly, I think the hottest character in Overwatch, in my opinion, is a tough one. Depends on like what we are ranking on. Because I think Junker Queen is fucking just hot as fuck, right? Like she's tall, she's muscular. I fucking love that shit. But on the other hand, I also like Kiriko because she's like cute and small, you know. I only know for sure the characters I do not think are attractive, and one of them is Venture, 100% ugliest character, bro. And who else? I mean, there's not really unattractive characters in Overwatch outside of Venture, I think. So, but anyway, let's see what he got. All right, every hero or Overwatch hero ranked ugliest to hottest. Let's get it.
The tier lists are back, baby. You may know Overwatch from its riveting, engaging, non-cancerous gameplay, but the majority know of the game not by the gameplay, but
by the porn. Duh.
Foreplay you dream to experience with the majority of these characters. Like, just imagine ferociously French kissing Bubba's luscious, tangy lips. Alright, let's...
I've not thought of that before, no. I'm not gay, so... yeah, no.
Not get out of hand yet. I'm starting to get angry at the sheer amount of you bungus blistering buffoons that keep asking me who the hottest Overwatch hero is. So today, we're gonna be ranking every single Overwatch hero, and don't worry, I won't forget Juno this time. From ugliest to hottest, starting with the ugliest. And if you've been on this channel for more than 30-
If Venture is not the ugliest thing, I'm disliking, I'm not gonna lie.
30 seconds, you probably already know who that is. Junkrat. And let me-
Huh? I mean, Junkrat is pretty ugly, but not Venture level ugly. Like, what?
Let me explain to you why. Because I'm starting to think there's a conspiracy theory on why suicides are ramping up over the past few years. And I think the sole reason of that is because Overwatch 2 came out, which gave way to more people seeing Junkrat's disgusting fucking face. I could spend about 45 minutes talking about Junkrat and every single thing I hate about him, but I'm not gonna go too deep into him. Pause. So I'm just gonna start this tier list off right and put Junkrat in unbearably ugly tier. Now I am talking about these guys in order from ugliest to hottest, but as I'm going along, I might change my mind a little bit and put somebody higher or lower than I was originally going to put them. But I
that makes sense, yeah.
Next hero, because next up we got Zenyatta.
What? Oh, I said if Venture wasn't number one, I'm disliking. I'm sorry, bro.
The only thing Zenyatta's got going for him is that he's not obese as shit, and people tend to like that. But the thing is when it comes to robots, I like my robots a little bit more thick, sort of like a few other characters higher on this list.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is if he's ugly or not, and he's not ugly because he's symmetrical. That's inherently not ugly. Having a symmetrical face, that means you're not ugly. Like.
And Zenyatta is the opposite of thick. Matter of fact, I could probably wrap my hand around his torso and use him as a motorized pocket pussy. And you may be saying, well, that's a little bit sexual assaulty there, Nox. What's wrong with you? Well, listen, Bubba. He's got his 9 balls that float around his head, and he slings them bitches at you while sexually assaulting you in the process. So I'm just getting my payback. Also, what's the point on those 9 ugly-ass dots on his forehead? Like, that's just giving me severe trypophobia. Wait, he's a monk, isn't it? Dude, I'm about to get fucking canceled. I feel like Zenyatta's smooth-ass head perfectly represents what I think his brain is. Extremely smooth with no ridges. And smooth brain people usually are not hot, besides this one woman I found on Facebook. But yeah, Zenyatta's going in unbearably ugly right above Junkrat.
Above Junkrat? Are you kidding me? Wow, okay.
But not by much though. Next up we got Hammond. There really shouldn't be any arguments about this one. Hammond's just a small animal, and just because
Hammond is pretty cute. I wouldn't call him ugly either. I'm missing something, aren't I?
He's cute, and I would probably keep him as a pet.
Exactly.
He's hot. There's a huge difference between cute and hot.
Yeah, but just because he isn't hot doesn't mean he's not he's ugly. That's not how it works. You have hot, attractive, unattractive, ugly. There's 4 levels of this shit.
Grown-ups call kids cute. They don't call them hot. There's a big fucking difference.
Yeah, but that's just because of legally and mental like issues, man. Like if you call a child hot, that's weird because hot is inherently sexually attracted to. That's why whenever men call other men hot, they call them handsome instead of hot, because if you say a man is hot, they think you are sexually attracted to that person. But if you say he's handsome, you're like, okay, well, he just acknowledges that this man is attractive, right? It's just the words is different, and you're not gonna call a child attractive either because that sounds weird, right? You're gonna call him or her cute. You call children cute because cute is like more of a animal like description, like it's like pet level, right? Like, oh, look at that cute kid, you know, running around doing cute shit. That's kind of stuff, right? It's just like when you see a kitten, like, oh, look how cute, and you just pet his little belly, you know. That's how we describe things. What's my point again? I don't know.
I mean, a couple of them do, but luckily for me, I don't even know how to use Twitch Whisper, so I think we're gonna be chilling here. Hammond's going.
He went for a He went for a Dr. Disrespect this. Okay. All right.
And unbearably ugly right above Zen. He's significantly more attractive than Zen, I would say. Next up, we got oh my god, why did I write that? Next up, we got Orisa. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, Orisa's got some schmovement, but there's only one problem. She's a minor. And when I say minor, I don't mean the venture type of minor. And if we're being honest,
she's a robot. Who gives a fuck? Why isn't the whole thing about what? Why does the age matter and not the fact that she's a fucking horse? Bro, what?
Isn't that good looking of a woman. Like, it feels like every time I look at Orisa, I find a new feature on her body that just slightly pisses me off. Like, why does she have horns?
Aren't those ears? I've always thought those were ears. I've generally always thought that those were ears. Or like pigtails. I never considered them to be horns. But again, like, I don't think she's ugly. I don't think she's attractive either. I'm not attracted to her in like any sort of fashion. I think her voice is very hot though. I like her voice a lot.
And why does her face make it look like she has like 14 extra chromosomes? I'm just not a fan. So I'm gonna put her in unbearably ugly. If I can fucking... What is going on? Now next up we got Torbjorn. I already know this is gonna piss a few people off. But here's the problem with Torbjorn, alright? He's legally classified as a dwarf, right?
Okay.
Or a midget, a little person, whatever you want to call them. But he's absolutely ripped. Which you think would give him more points, right? No. But also yes. See, little people have this problem where they can get jacked, but because of how little they are, it just looks like their muscles have been contorted and smushed by a hydraulic press. Like their muscle proportions are just off and it makes it look weird in my opinion.
Okay, I mean, yeah. I get what you mean. I mean, obviously whenever a person is less tall, their limbs will be less big, so their muscle bellies will be, you know, smaller. So it fill up more quickly, right? It's just like whenever somebody's really tall, it takes a long time with training to fill up those muscle bellies to look like you actually like work out, you know? And me myself, I'm not that tall. I'm like 170. So that's 1 meter 70 centimeters. That's like 1'8", I think. I'm not quite sure. Like, I'm not very tall, but you know, I'm not that what you call it? I'm not small either. Right? I'm average, I guess.
And again, he's definitely not as ugly as the last four, so I think I'm going to give him the first spot in barely bearable tier. Because I wouldn't call him absolutely ugly, but I also wouldn't put him in the middle of the chode either. So I think this spot fits perfectly for him. Now next up we got Bastion. And I didn't really know what to do with this man, because out of all the robots here, he's just the most mid-looking one. Like, he doesn't have any features that I hate about him, and he doesn't have any features that make me be like, oh, that's kind of good looking. Like, when I think of a robot, Bastion is pretty much what I picture. So I was originally going to put him in barely bearable, maybe like all the way up here. But now that I'm thinking on it for more than 15 seconds, I think I'm going to put him in middle of the chode tier. Next up, we got Winton. Now here's the thing with this monkey man. Similar to him, and I'm not into animals, so automatically he's going to be in the lower tiers. But he's an intelligent little fucker, or big fucker rather, meaning that makes his attractiveness go up a little bit. Then again, I don't look at him and get a boner like I do with most of the characters in this game, so he's still going to be in the bottom tier. I think he deserves barely bearable.
Honestly, I don't think, again, Winston is not ugly. I think he got a pretty symmetrical face. He's very humanoid in his face department. And if I just look at his face in like objectively, I don't think he's ugly per se. I would put him, honestly, I would put him in great looking. Honestly, I think he's pretty handsome.
All the way up here past Torbjorn. Next up is Melga, and this one's gonna be a bit
Melga's kind of hot, not gonna lie.
Controversial, I think, because as sexy as Melga's buff body is, as beautiful as his ludicrous luscious hair is, I think his face ruins it for me. Like, you can tell this man took roids, and his mouth is just way out of proportion. I feel like his mouth takes up.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I get that criticism.
Like half of his face, and that just kind of makes him look retarded. And then
he's kind of really cartoonish if you think about it. Yeah, I think that's a good description for him. He's very cartoonish with his facial features, but that doesn't make him ugly, I think.
Again, he does have 4 nipples, which automatically.
Wait, he got 4 nipples? What the fuck? He doesn't have nipples. What the fuck? Wait, what? First of all, where he. So the nipples should have been here and here. Why are these things on here? Huh? I've never actually thought of this. Maybe I should also do a fucking Overwatch tier list, ranking them on like attractiveness and stuff. I never thought of this before. I am perplexed. Why did he have no nipples? Maybe he's so evolved as a man that he doesn't even have nipples anymore. Because a bit of a nerd spiel here, I guess. You can skip ahead if you want. Maybe I'll put it in this in the chapters. Who knows? Male humans have nipples, but they're not useful. So the perfect male wouldn't have nipples at all because they are not functioning. They're not really functional. Some men have functional nipples. They create milk, but that's not a normal thing. Okay, so if you have milk coming out of your nipples and you're a man, seek a doctor. Okay.
He brings him up a bit, but I just can't get over that face, man. So I think I'm gonna give him barely bearable above Winton. Next up, we got the polar opposite of Melga, Moira. You see Melga?
I think Moira's ugly. Honestly, I think Moira is ugly. The fact that I can't even watch porn from her, I'm like, ooh, yeah, yeah. Like, no. Like, if even Rule 34 can't save her, that's enough, bro.
Melga's a massive melanated man, and Moira's a melanin-lacking anorexic woman. But I think the key difference here that gives Moira a bit of an edge is that she's devious as shit with her hands, and that makes her hands pretty attractive. But there's not really much else to say about her. I think she's pretty much the same as Melga, just a little bit higher than him. So she's getting barely bearable. Oh, no.
I would personally put Moira in unbearably ugly, and I would put her. I mean, so I would probably put her above everyone else here. Because I don't think most of these characters are ugly, per se. But yeah, that's why I would have put her.
Oh no, this one's gonna...
Bro, again! What is this? You know what? Fuck it. No more chat. I don't care. If you type something in chat, I can't see it. You're just screwed, okay?
To piss people off. Next up, we got Lucio. Every time I rank this man low...
Lucio's handsome. I'm not gonna lie. He's not really tall, though. But he's pretty handsome.
I get a metric fuck ton of comments telling me how retarded I am for ranking him so low, and I've just never seen the appeal. He's a bit of a short king with goofy ass dreads that look like they're straight out of Shrek's swamp. Matter of fact, they could probably be straight out of Shrek's outhouse. And his facial hair and facial structure is also just not it. I've never once looked at this man and thought him to be attractive, so I'm gonna give him barely bearable. Now,
me and this man have, like, we are not on the same wavelengths at all, bro. What the fuck?
Next up, we got Zarya, and I know what you're thinking.
Bro, Zarya kinda hot too, but that might be just my like gooner brain, like morphing her into a character that she's not. But bro,
But Nox, you ranked Zarya so high in the previous tier list. You even admitted in thinking she was one of the top 10 hottest at one point. And yes, you're right, I was starting to think Zarya.
I mean, being top 10 hottest female characters in Overwatch is not a very incredible feat.
Zarya was getting up there with the greats, but after a 2-month break on these tier lists, I've come to realize that I was just wrong. She has great features to her, like those massive, beautiful, succulent nipples.
Bro, wait, her nipples? What the fuck? I thought he was gonna say her muscles. I guess not. She does have, yeah. She does have muscles. Fuck.
Pretty petite pink hair, and don't you forget those womanly tattoos. But after looking at her for a good 10 minutes straight, whilst edging, you gotta admit she does kind of look like a brick, and that's.
Yeah, her character design in-game is not very attractive. I think the Rule 34 version of Rosaria, are majority of them are so much better. It's insane. Like if they reworked her to like have a smaller hitbox, they could do wonders for Zarya, I'm not gonna lie.
It's just not the build most people look for in terms of attractiveness, including myself. So I think Zarya is gonna go right up here in middle.
Like if I would rank this Zarya, she would be on top, right? But yeah, middle or barely, I think. I would put her like below like Melga. Or maybe even below Winston, not gonna lie.
The chode next to Bastion. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta go jerk off real quick, so I'm gonna hand this over to somebody else for a minute. I'll be right back.
Now that Nox is done talking in that incredibly deep voice that might make me weak in the knees, we can get on to Doomfist. Now, Doomfist, I'm gonna be honest, I do.
God, I hate your voice. Your voice is, first of all, it's very low. I don't know who edited this video, but there's no balance in this fucking voice at all. But it's also like that nerd voice, bro. It's like that fucking. It's that voice that are like, actually, you know, like the fucking nerd voice. Like holy, like the 4chan users. God damn. I bet he mods some Discord, bro. 100%.
Do not like as a hero at all. It actually.
Bro got 15 subscribers? Why the fuck is he in this video? There's no way. This is like a fake edit, right? There's no way he has 15 subscribers. What's his name? Fateless Hex. He didn't even credit him in the fucking video. Oh, wow, okay. There's not, no, he doesn't even credit him in the fucking description. Okay. Let's see. Is he really? Oh, yeah, he has like no subscribers. What the fuck?
The tier list are.
No! Oh, fuck's sake. No matter how unbearable this voice is, we're gonna push through it. I'm sorry.
Doomfist. Now, Doomfist.
Doomfist is a handsome dude. Honestly, he got the muscles. He got a nice symmetrical face. I think he's bald. Isn't he bald? In my head, he's bald. Yeah, he's bald. Yeah, he's bald. Yeah. Like, he's a handsome dude.
Now, Doomfist, I'm gonna be honest, I do not like as a hero at all. It actually makes me angry whenever I see someone play as Doomfist. But I'm gonna try and keep this as unbiased as I can. Just based off physical appearances. Very muscular, very toned build. Not a fan of the cybernetic arm, although it looks like it could be fun for some hole stretching. Based off physical appearance alone, I'm gonna go ahead and put that wonderfully chiseled jawline and muscular build in the middle of the chode tier. Just because, not for me. Cybernetic arm, big turn off.
You know what else is a turn off? This next hero. Because I heard if you talk shit about Ramantra, he'll come up to you and pummel your ass like Muhammad Ali. But to be honest, I'd probably like that. Because I'm proud to say that I would totally let Ramantra pummel my ass cheeks straight into the ground. But we're not talking about sexual intercourse.
Well, damn.
We're just judging them based on their looks. And Ramantra is definitely the best looking Omnic in this game. Like, he's got that beautiful
I guess. I don't know. He doesn't look human enough for me. Sure, he's like humanoid-esque, but he doesn't really look like. I don't know. His proportions don't really make sense that much. The way he shoots, it makes no sense to me, bro. He like shoots some particles at you, like some spray stuff. Like it's weird. Not gonna lie.
Flowy hair. He's got the Giga Chad Omnic jawline. He's a bit.
He does have the Giga Chad.
Yeah. He grows about 14 times.
True. He does become incredibly big. That's true. Yeah.
The mass and starts involuntarily fisting anybody he lays his eyes upon. Tell me why I started doing a fisting motion like you guys can see me. I might be retarded. So I was originally going to put Ramantra in the middle of the chode, but thinking back on it, I think he should go straight into great looking. Now next up we have Venture.
Okay.
Real quick, I know there's a few of you fuckers that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I might be retarded. So I was originally going to put Ramantra in the middle of the chode, but thinking back on it, I think he should go straight into great looking. Now next up we got Venture.
Even in her fucking fan art, she's ugly, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And real quick, I know there's a few of you fuckers that love Venture so much, and I would just like to preemptively apologize to you, because you are not gonna like this ranking. I think Venture is one of the most mid-looking heroes in this game.
Mid? That's not an understatement, bro. It's like the worst. It's the ugliest hero Blizzard has ever created. And I don't even know every character they created in their lifetime. But I'm pretty sure it's like one of the ugliest.
Now, don't get me wrong. Venture's hair is absolutely gorgeous.
It's deplorable, bro. Is that even words? Honestly, bro, streaming this long, my brain stops working. Deplorable. Deplorable. I don't think that's even a good fucking term for what I just said. Deserving strong contempt. Oh my god, I'm actually smart, bro. Holy shit. Deplorable, disgraceful, shameful, dishonorable, disreputable, and discreditable. Holy shit. Shockingly bad in quality. Bro, that's crazy. Holy shit, I'm actually smart, guys. That's crazy.
Like, it is totally goals. What the fuck is wrong with me? But I think the rest of their physique is a bit questionable. I'm not a big fan of the—
Oh, you call her? Oh. I really don't give a fuck.
their voice. Their facial structure is a bit off. They need to go to a fucking dentist. And Venture's
On God.
never clean. I mean, you could argue they're a hard worker, so that's why they're never clean, but just because you're a hard worker doesn't mean you're attractive. So I'm sorry, but I'm also not, because fuck you, I'm always right. And they're going straight in the middle of the—
Middle? Yeah, like I said. I think the dislike is definitely deserved.
show tier. Now, it feels wrong for saying this, but next up we got Bubba. Now listen, I'd fuck Bubba any day of the week, and I stare at this
Who's
man for
Bubba?
24 hours straight on a regular basis, just simply observing his—
Oh, yes, okay. It's Roadhog. Honestly, if Blizzard is... if Blizzard wants to make a shit ton of money, they would give him this skin, or a skin like this, where he's just, you know, chest out, you know, just straight up.
his luscious lumps. But I'm gonna be honest with myself just this one time. Bubba's not the most attractive. He could definitely—
I mean, we don't see his face. And I think somebody's face says the most about somebody's handsomeness or attractiveness, in my opinion. I think if somebody has a bad face, that instantly, like, reduces a lot of points for me.
work on himself a little bit, but I also feel like if he did that, he wouldn't be Bubba. He wouldn't be himself. So I'm not gonna knock on him too hard. So I'm just gonna put him in great looking tier and move on. This should be the only ranking you disagree with. Now next up we got
The only one? Damn, you must think you're in an echo chamber or something.
Ana. Now unfortunately we're not gonna be talking about the young Ana, because if we were, she'd probably be somewhere in like—
Bro, young Ana would be top tier, 100%. The old Ana, I'm not quite sure, man. I don't think I have anything with her. I think she's like the, you know, the nice grandma type. Every time, like, you know, she like is in my team, I always feel very safe because she feels like that protective grandma energy, you know. So she literally just exudes that energy. So I always feel very safe, especially if I get an accidental nano here and there, which I'm never prepared for, and then I fumble my blade like a fucking moron. But yeah, young Ana, bro, gorgeous woman. Old Ana, still a very attractive woman, but I don't really feel any sexual attraction to her at all. Just very mutual? No, not mutual. Neutral, yeah, neutral attraction. Yeah, it's just, you know, whenever you see your grandma, I don't have a grandma anymore, but whenever you see your grandma, you know, come up to her, you hug her, you know, you just feel the love, you know.
the top 10, but that wouldn't be fair, so we're going to be talking about current Ana. And I don't know how old she is canonically, but I feel like she should start using some CeraVe face cream, or get some fucking Botox or something to fix those wrinkles.
No, that gives her character, man.
And again, I guess those wrinkles would cause her eyes to permanently squint, meaning she could focus on her sniper scope 24/7. And maybe that's why she's a better shot than Widowmaker canonically. But in terms of attractiveness, she's just mid. I do like her style of clothing though, with the winter coat and stuff. I think she dresses well. But with her overall physique, I think I gotta put her in middle of the choke.
At least she's above Venture, and I can respect that.
Yeah, I'd probably put her below Venture. The next—
Oh, can I dislike a video twice? Holy shit.
We got Soldier, and if you're a meat muncher, you're probably gonna hate my guts right now. But like I've said before, I'm just not into old people, and Soldier's an old motherfucker.
Yeah, he kinda old, yeah.
Soldier, which means he's got a beautiful physique and he's an attractive bloke. But I think there's dudes in this lineup that are far more attractive than he is currently. So I respect what he's got going on, but I'm gonna put him in great looking.
You're putting him pretty high, my boy. What happened to the whole, like, oh, he's old stuff, you know?
Right above Bubba. Matter of fact, I'll put him above Ramantra. And the next...
I mean, I agree. I think Soldier's a very attractive man, but, like, your reasonings don't really make sense. You're kinda, you know? You abandon your reasoning and your, like, structure in, like, how you rank things, and then you just expect people to just go along with it?
Next up, we got Reinhardt. And Reinhardt has that...
Bro, Reinhardt might be... He's also kind of old, isn't he? Have we ever seen him outside of his armor? I don't even know. Have we?
warrior spirit, meaning he's constantly fighting and protecting his...
Hold on, let me Google it. Safe search on. Safe search is on. Perfect. Okay, we're not gonna get any porn then. Good. Reinhardt without armor. Oh, we have, yeah, in the cinematic. That's funny, bro. But yeah, in the cinematic. Oh yeah, I mean, bro's a beast. Honestly, he's a very attractive man. I'm saying it. Yep, I'm saying it, bro. He's a very attractive man. Yep.
People.
He should be high tier.
Physique, but he's also old as shit, and that causes his hair to get gray and
don't care.
Look a bit more aged. But honestly,
don't care.
That helps him here. I think older Reinhardt is hotter than young.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. Probably because he got that Kentucky Fried Chicken fucking, you know, beard. I've never liked that.
Younger Reinhardt, because he had that blonde hair when he was young, and now that he's got the gray hair and those battle scars,
it definitely gives him more character. Yeah.
Times better. So just like the other old man, I'm gonna put him
immaculate.
And great looking, but I think he's miles better than Soldier.
Really? Come on.
Alright, next up we got
Genji.
Oh no, the nerd is back. My favorite character in the game, and you're gonna rank him with the nerds. Oh. I think Genji's a pretty attractive guy, though.
Genji looks like Freddy Krueger got face fucked by a grapefruit.
Huh?
Not a big fan of that. Again, cybernetics aren't really my thing, so I'm gonna go barely bearable tier.
Alright, listen. We're going back to Google. We're going back to Google. Alright. Genji face. So you're telling me... Okay, no, not the old one. I want like the one where he got like experimented on. I'll just get the Black Watch skin. Black Watch Genji skin. Because that's where he got his, you know, face kind of exposed. How can you look at his eyes and his eyebrows and say he's ugly, bro? What? What, bro? No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I think Genji is fucking handsome, bro. 100%.
Next up we got Echo, and the only reason Echo is higher than Genji here is because Echo happens to have a pussy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I get huge pussy vibes from Genji. Alright, he could definitely...
I did not need to know that.
Have a mangina between them legs, but overall I think Echo's probably...
Huh? Genji's like one of the most mature characters in the game, while also being kind of immature. He's like, I get like huge like Deadpool vibes from him or Spider-Man vibes from him. Like he's mature when he needs to be, but he also likes to, you know, be a little bit cheeky sometimes. But he's definitely not a twink. There's no way. He's definitely not a fucking twink.
Grips. What the fuck am I talking about? Echo is a decent looking woman, and for a robot I would definitely call her like decently attractive, so I think she deserves middle of the chode right above Venture all the way up.
Alright, I agree 100%. I agree. Oh my god, I just realized Genji's below Venture. That's disgusting.
Here at the top. Next up we got Mei. Now Mei,
listen, it says enough when Rule 34 artists don't even want to make fucking Venture art, bro. That says enough.
She's beautiful, right? She's got the ass cheek, she's got the honkers, she's got the beautiful unmelted...
Wait, Mei is this wait, Mei is this low? Hold on. How is Mei in the middle of this video, bro? What the fuck?
She's beautiful, right? She's got the ass cheek, she's got the honkers, she's got the beautiful unmelanated
She's
skin
thick
tone,
as
she's got the
fuck.
girth, or the thickness rather. But I
For
think
real.
that's what brings her down a little bit. I don't want to sound like a dick here, but I think due to May's brickness, she gets a little bit lower of a ranking here, alright? Like, all due respect, she's gorgeous, but I think there's heroes that are far superior to her.
I'm shocked. Okay. Do I think May is the most attractive character in the game? No. Do I think she should be in the middle of this video? Absolutely not. She should be top 10. At the very least. In my list.
So I'm gonna put her up here above Reinhardt and
Wow, okay.
great looking. Alright, next up we got Baptiste. Now Baptiste just got that chubby
Pretty handsome.
build. I don't know what that means, but it was fun to say, so. I feel like
Wait, is what
put
build?
her up here above Reinhardt and great looking. Alright, next up we got Baptiste. Now Baptiste just got that Chucko Mucko build. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
It was fun to say, so.
What does that mean, bro?
Baptiste is one of the biggest picks for the gay community, simply because he's just an average dude that has a gorgeous skin tone, an immaculate voice and accent, and also stereotypically jumps higher than any other character in the game besides Winston.
I was about to say, Winston does jump higher, right?
Which is also another stereotype. So overall,
No, it's a monkey. Monkeys jump. Also, he got a jet-propelled fucking suit on. Did you just compare monkey to black people? That's racist, bro.
Baptiste is great looking, and luckily for him, there's a tier just for that, so he's going right up at the top of it. Next up,
Yeah,
we got
I agree.
Joker Queef. Now, JQ is a magnificent.
I don't know, man. Jungle Queen does something to me, not gonna lie.
Muscle mommy. If we were ranking these bitches in terms of muscles, she'd probably be all the way up there at the top.
Absolutely.
That's the one aspect you look at that turns you on the most. She's also got that beautiful eyeliner along with that perfect shade of blue on her hair. And you can't forget about the Dami Mommy milkers.
Oh, god damn. You definitely can't forget about that. Then the abs, bro. God damn. And the thighs, bro.
Jesus. Like when I take a glance at her, I can't figure out where her eyes are because I got two perky bulges looking at me that are highly distracting and they're also highly attracting. So I think
Makes
JQ is
sense,
our first
yes.
candidate in immaculate tier. Now next up we got Sojourn.
I agree. Damn, that's a risky picture, bro. What the fuck? Why did you go for something like that? That's wild, bro. Oh, but that's not accurate, though. That's not how she is in game.
Sojourn.
She doesn't have that big ass in the game. I would know because I've been staring at her ass for since she came out, so.
Acrobatic athlete that happens to have the most gargantuan gorgeous thighs I've ever seen. Like her thighs are what carries her up this list in my opinion. But she has a pretty face too. Pretty, really. And I also like the white hair, even if they do look like dried dog turds.
Yeah, I've never really liked her hair. I think the hair looks really low quality. I think for like dreads, I think like there's like skins for Zarya, or not Zarya, the fuck, Orisa and Lucio. Yeah, Lucio. I think they have a lot better like dreads. I think Sojourn kind of got like low quality dreads, if that makes sense. They don't really look that great.
So there's not many aspects on Sojourn that makes me think she should go any lower than immaculate tier.
That's a little bit too high in my opinion, but she's definitely very attractive.
Speaking of immaculate tier, next up we got Iyari. Now when Iyari...
Honestly, I haven't really thought about Jesus, I can't even say her name. Illari, or at all, and honestly. Like, she's quite a new hero, right? So, let me just see her. Hold on. Overwatch 2 Illari. Let's just see how she looks. Oh shit, yeah, she's actually really fucking gorgeous. Holy fuck. She should be pretty high, no? Why are we still on like a little bit over the half then?
First came out, I thought she was just decent looking at best. Maybe a high middle of the chode, because I didn't think her face was anything too crazy, and her clothing covered up like 90% of her body. But, pun intended, when I got a glance at her buttocks, I quickly realized why she deserves immaculate over anybody else. Because this woman defines sleeper build. She's got the curves everywhere she needs them, and her skin tone is scrumptious. So, she's going high immaculate right above JQ and Sojourn.
Okay. I'm thinking, but yeah, I don't totally disagree.
Sure. Now next up we got Sigma, and I feel like I originally put Sigma a little bit too high on this, because as hot as Sigma is, I don't think it'd be fair to compare him to the immaculate heroes. I think he's great looking and has great qualities, but he also has
I don't see it. Bro's a shriveled up old man. Goddamn colonizer, bro.
some bad features.
And yes, I can say that because I'm Dutch, alright? And God knows how many fucking people the Dutch colonized. God damn, bro. Back in the day, obviously. Now we get colonized by like every immigrant.
Like as chiseled as his jawline is, he's got a few wrinkles, and he's also a bit
Okay.
old, and he just so happens to be slightly psychotic. But for some reason,
Slightly psychotic, yeah.
psychos in video games always happen to be some of the hottest characters. So I think I'm gonna give Sigma top a great looking tier. Next
That's ridiculous.
up we got Hanzo. Now I may be a bit biased here because Hanzo is my main, and I'm also creaming my britches now that his one-shot is back. But I think my comment section can agree with me when I say Hanzo is
I still clear Hanzos, bro. I don't care how good Hanzos think they are. On good, reflect on his ass and he's dead.
definitely an immaculate hero in terms of hotness, that is. He gets praised by most of the community for a good reason, because he's just overall a great looking Japanese fella. The only downside to Hanzo's build, in my opinion, is his big ass nose. But he's not
What? He does. I mean, the bridge of his nose is kind of big, but yeah, no, I don't agree.
But he's not able to change that. Everything else on his body is perfect, or everything that I can see, that is. He's got that trauma riz, so I'm gonna put him in a
What? Trauma Riz? Okay, sure, bro.
Next up we got Reaper. Now if we're looking at Reaper's default Overwatch skin, where he has his cloak on and shit, he would go down at barely bearable, because he's just doing too much. But if you take all that shit off and get to his human form, that's where the immaculateness comes in, because Reaper is a fucking daddy. Okay, that was so gay. That might have been the gayest shit I've ever said. But yeah,
No, that's not the gayest shit that you've ever said, bro. There's no way. I've heard in this video worse than that. But hold on, again, you are changing the script. Listen, alright? I don't really care that much that you're changing the script, but I do gotta point out. First of all, you say like, oh, I'm not gonna rank Ana on her young version because then she would be too high. So we're ranking her on her old version. But now you're ranking him, like you're ranking Reaper on his humanoid form, even though the majority of his skins don't have his humanoid form. I'm sorry, man. I just gotta point it out. All right.
yeah, you take a look at that one skin where Reaper just has a beanie on, and he's a good ass looking dude.
I don't know. He's all right. He doesn't seem that handsome to me, to be fair.
He's got that ex-convict vibe.
Like, look, I got like all scars and stuff. Like, I don't think he's an attractive dude. No, I don't think so. No.
The facial hair is all there. The scars are there. He looks like a mean motherfucker, and I think that's some attractive shit. So
I mean, that's valid. If you think that's attractive, that's valid. But I disagree.
proud to say my boy Reaper can go straight up here in immaculate, right behind Hanzo.
That's
Next
crazy.
up, we got Farah. Now I might be.
God damn, bro. There's a reason why there's so much fucking Overwatch porn, just saying.
A bit biased here because my peak rises for Egyptian women. There's just something
Agreed.
about her skin tone that makes my meat peak. Now I will say she does have an eye tattoo similar to Ana that I'm just not too fond of, but she's got curves everywhere she needs them, and her facial features are nothing but immaculate. She's got the eye color to match her skin color. It's perfect, dude. It's perfect. All right, before I have to go jerk off again, I'm just gonna put her straight in immaculate, right above Hanzo. All right, next up we got Mercy, and all these women in these custom games pick Mercy as their default character for a reason, because she's pretty much peak female physique.
I think Mercy's kind of basic. However, okay, I think Gunnar Brain has made Mercy more attractive. I'm going to be legit here, alright? I think the Gunnar Brain has made Mercy way more attractive than she is in-game. So I don't think she should be this high, to be honest. Although I would want her to give me some jerk-off instructions. That would be crazy, bro.
Everything about her is widely considered.
Bro, imagine Junker Queen doing that. Holy shit.
Considered to be perfect. Now, I don't personally believe that she's supermodel tier, but I also think she's in a different league than the people in Immaculate, so I think I'm just gonna give her supermodel and probably
Damn, okay.
keep her at the bottom as more heroes come in. Now, next up we got Tarser. In the photo
The who? Tracer's mid as fuck.
I have here is absolutely devious, and if we were going off of that, she would probably be supermodel plus.
No, she would still be mid, in my opinion.
But going off of her basic default Overwatch skin, her canonical build, I think she's an absolute gem. She's probably the best
I think she's cute, but that's about it.
thing to come out of Britain, and she's not even real. But it doesn't matter, because what good has came out of that country? Tracer's just very petite, and a lot of people seem to love that, including myself. So I'm happy to say that Tarser easily earned herself a spot in supermodel tier.
Yeah, no, I disagree.
And next up we got Symmetra. Go ahead, keep looking at this photo, I know you love it. Now I feel like
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, not a bad picture.
Symmetra's a bit slept on in terms of hotness in this community. She doesn't get enough praising within the alternate community, because she's pretty much just a melanated Mercy, and instead of shoving
I think it's the nose. I think she got a big ass nose, and that deters a lot of people. But outside of that, yeah, I think Symmetra's pretty attractive, yeah.
staffs up your ass, she forcibly sounds you with her giant beam. But I would let her do that to me any day of the year, and I think she easily earned herself a spot right up here in supermodel tier.
On what the fuck is that devious fucking picture, bro? That's ridiculous. Oh my days. Nah, that's crazy work.
Next we have Bridget. Now, I got a soft spot for Bridget. Mainly,
Bridget is fucking hot, bro. Honestly, I always liked gingers, and she also got abs. I think canonically she should have abs. If she doesn't have abs, hold on, does she have abs? Because all the porn she's in, she definitely has abs. Bro, she doesn't have abs canonically? What you mean she doesn't have abs canonically? I mean, can kinda, hold on, I can kinda see it, right? Like, you can kinda see, like, the definition, like, she got the serratus here. Yeah, you can kinda see it a little bit, right? Like, I'm not the best drawer, but you could kinda see it. Nah, she does not have a 8-pack, or a 6-pack. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit. Damn, that's a disappointment, man. That's quite disappointing. Well, that makes her a little bit less, but she's still fucking hot.
because of them nice chiseled abs that seem like they were forged
She doesn't have abs. This is just fan art.
by the gods, and she's also Torbjorn's son, and Torbjorn better be supermodel tier. If I go and watch this video and he's not, I'm gonna be very pissed. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put Bridget in immaculate tier just because I don't think she can quite compare to the beautiful sight that Torbjorn is.
Yeah, this man is definitely gonna castrate me. Next up, we got Kiriko. No, I'm getting tired of
Bro, Kiriko. I already said that was like outside of like Junker Queen, she might be my favorite, but holy shit, man. I don't know. Maybe it's my weeb side. Maybe I just really like like Japanese women. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But Kiriko is just, I think she's very hot.
the Kiriko slander in my comment section every tier list, because a lot of you fucks seem to think she's one of the ugliest heroes in the fucking game.
That's just cap, bro. They're trying to like degrade her because they don't like her and they are jealous that she always gets skins and all their favorite characters don't, because they like boring characters.
Which is the most untrue and diabolical statement anybody has ever said to me ever. Because how do you look at Kiriko and not want to beat your cock? That goes for every Japanese woman, actually. Like, she might have a tiny...
He knows what's up, man. You see, at this point, now we're connected, all right? This is where we share the same brain cell.
...your ass than most of the heroes up here in Supermodel, but at the end of the day, it's the shape that matters, and her face and boobas also make up for it. Kiriko is the epitome of perfect Japanese women, and she's going right up here in Supermodel.
And the epiphany of she's the pinnacle. I can't say the word. She's the pinnacle of surgery. Kiriko is the perfect example of how the perfect women would look if they had like plastic surgery.
Now next up we got the new hero, Juno, and I will say,
God damn, her ass is gigantic, bro. Every time I see her flying around, I just lose touch to reality, not gonna lie.
Hey, I got a little bit distracted as I was looking for pictures of Juno. I may or may not have went on like a 3-hour search for different images, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show you those images today. But Juno is a Martian that probably came from a different galaxy, because there's not another woman on this planet that looks anything close to Juno.
I disagree, she looks very Asian.
Blizzard knew exactly what their target audience was when making this hero. I would have to be high on Black Tar Donkey if I put Juno anywhere other than supermodel tier.
I don't think she's hotter than any of the supermodel tier woman you have there, but she's definitely very attractive.
Said a slur on accident. Next up we got Sombra.
Wait, what?
Exactly what their target audience was when making this hero. I would have to be high on Black Tar Donkey if I put Juno anywhere other than supermodel tier. I think I just said a slur on accident.
Black tar? Is that a slur? Isn't that just sludge? Black tar heroin. Oh, it's heroin. Yeah. See, it's not a slur.
Next up we got Sombra. Now I was debating.
Bro, lose of the fact that I hate Sombra fighting against her. She's very attractive. Holy shit, she's very hot, honestly.
Whether to put Sombra in the top 5 or the next hero, but I ended up putting Sombra at number 6, because although she's gorgeous and doesn't have a single quality that's bad on her, I just can't get over the fact that 100% of the people that play Sombra are fat, celibate muff munchers who probably shit themselves, pick at it, and eat it just because their mom said they need to get extra protein. But
that's not a valid argument. I think you shouldn't. I don't think that's a good argument. No.
In terms of the character herself, Sombra definitely deserves supermodel tier, probably right between Kiriko and Juno. Well, now we're in the top 5, and first up we got Lifeweaver. Now there's no point in saying
Lifeweaver is also a very handsome dude, not gonna lie.
And at this point, I'm comically coming out of the closet, because I'm not actually gay, but I can respect a man that looks like an absolute stud, and Lifeweaver is just that. Lifeweaver is the epitome of a man.
I just hate his voice. Honestly, I don't really like Lightweaver's voice. I think that's the problem. If he had like a good voice, I think I would like him more, but he doesn't. In my opinion, his voice is, I don't really like it.
Build. He's a tall motherfucker with a beautiful head of hair, has the best facial structure I've ever seen on any human being ever, and have abs that cause an erection eruption in my pants. So
wait, he has abs? How many times am I gonna Google fucking Overwatch characters if they got abs? Overwatch 2 Lightweaver. How the fuck you spell that? There you go. Sir, do you have abs? Oh wow, he actually does. What the hell? He actually does have abs. I do think he got like a really fake jawline. He's not. He got like that meme face. He got like that. You know, like that kind of stuff. You know, like he's mewing 24/7.
There's no point in glazing him any further. Lifeweaver goes at the top of supermodel. Now next up we got the actual peak of male physique, Cole Cassidy. Because I don't think there's a woman on this earth that would genuinely, non-jokingly put Cassidy any lower than great looking. Cassidy is the sexiest male in this cast, and that
no, I disagree.
That is without a doubt. So as he should, he's going up in supermodel at the very top. And now we're in the top 3. These 3 are pretty interchangeable given the day, but as I'm recording this is where they
who's he missing? I'm thinking. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know.
stand. So coming in at number 3, we got Widowmaker. Now
oh my god, how did I forget about Widowmaker? Oh my god, I should be punished. Preferably by Widowmaker.
Widow's by far got the best ass cheeks in the game, and that's pretty much what brings her up here. That being said, the rest of her body is beautiful as well. The only thing that drags her down a little bit is her skin color, which isn't racist because purple
What you mean, bro? That's her best feature.
skin is not a real thing. I don't really know what else to say about her, so I'm just gonna put her in supermodel and move on. Now number 2, we got Diva, and I feel like this is relatable to pretty much everybody that
Diva is that typical e-girl aesthetic, bro. And considering I'm not really an e-girl, like, enjoyer, in my opinion, she's not that great. Oh, damn, he killed Luffy, bro. Crazy. Bullets can kill him. Insane.
plays this game. Diva had to at least been in the top 3, simply because you can't go wrong with a gamer girl physique. I'd say about 95% of people on the internet would find e-girls to be attractive, especially if they look like Diva. And she's Asian or some shit, which just gives her bonus points. I should really make a dedicated video on Diva. But yeah, to nobody's surprise, she's going to the top as supermodel. Alright, now for the one y'all have all been waiting for. The number 1 hottest hero in the entire game is Ashe. Now,
Ashe? The hottest? No, I don't agree with that. However, I do think she's very top tier.
Now, this may just be exclusive to me because I have a fucking obsession with southern women, but ever since I saw the Cassidy cinematic for the first time, something changed in my DNA. Something about Ash's red eyes, paired with that beautiful cowgirl hat, with the white hair perfectly going down the sides of her face, is just magnificently majestic. We need more heroes like Ash. So with that being said, she's going all the way at the top. She should probably get her own tier, but I'm too lazy to type the shit in. And that's my list.
I think he got a little bit too excited on the supermodel tier. I think he got a little bit too excited on the supermodel tier. Okay, I mean, for the majority of this playlist or the tier list, I have been disagreeing. Like from unbearably ugly until like great looking, I was very indifferent about most of his picks. But then when we got to immaculate and supermodel, I'm pretty like-minded. But this just wants me to make, you know, my own like tier list. Good video from Mr. Noxylicious. Very good video. Okay, what else do you have to say? What's the last things you have to say?
I know I said in the finale of Season 1 that Season 2's tier list would be a bit different, and instead of ranking their physical traits, I would come up with more creative ideas. But I was getting tired of listening to you fucks ask me who the hottest hero was, so I figured I'd get this out of the way. Also, go check out Fadeless's channel in the description. I'll also link it here in the end screen for you to easily click on.
Why is this picture like a butthole, bro? Like, what the fuck, man? This looks weird.
Because I know you fucks are lazy as shit, and why don't you drop my boy a subscription? If you do, I'll tickle your ball sack. So yeah,
yeah, that doesn't really make me want to subscribe to him, not gonna lie. Alright, that was the video. Ugliest to hottest characters in Overwatch. I have a few criticisms on his list, but I already stated them, so if you have, you know, skipped to the part of this video where I'm giving my opinion about it, go watch the rest of the video, alright, you stupid ass. You really thought I was going to summarize all my fucking opinions in the last couple minutes of the video? Are you dumb? Of course I'm not doing that. I disagree with a bunch of them, and that just makes me want to do my own one. Cool. That's it. That's about it. Yeah.